welcome back to my channel. I'm Amanda, and today I'm using my Counterfeit Kit Challenge, which is also part of my How to Kill a Kit with Style, for design team layout for this sketch, for Scrap a Sketch, which is the Free Friday sketch on the Facebook group. It's number 208, so there is 207 other ones available on the Facebook group to use as well. And I'm going to scrapbook this picture of our house, or our home. Our house looks a bit different than this, but this is from probably 18-ish years ago. I'm thinking maybe not quite that long, but quite a bit of time ago. So and I say that because the little tree in the front yard didn't actually last very long, and it ended up with it ended up dying. So yay. Was what it was. And so I am going to use a piece of this scrap. So the circles came off of my layout that was a scrap lift of Lisa Cuneo. And so that is a sum of what I have left over. And so I'm just piecemealing it together so I can get this piece that's in the sketch. And I used my Happy Planner punch to get that notebook-ish like edge, because I don't actually have a notebook punch. And then I have these other two scraps that I'm going to use. I had pulled out that calendar page because I thought maybe I'd use that for the notebook edge, but I decided that that blue was not going to match the green as well as I wanted it to. And then I cut this piece in half because there is a torn edge. Well, it may not be torn on the sketch, but I decided to tear mine. And I'm going to tear it so that both sides have a white edge. And it is against the white, so there is some texture there, but it is a little bit subtle. And then I'm just going to put this onto my white cardstock and then trim my cardstock down, and we'll get the base all going here. This actually ends up being a pretty fast layout for me. So this one took me 25 minutes to do in real time. And I really didn't choose a whole lot. I knew I wanted to use this Gather at Home collection from Cartabella because it's my home, and yeah, I can actually use some of the things that's on there. Not a lot of them, but a couple of them. And then that paper brings in a little bit of pink, which I thought would be cute. And then that is the base already. And then it's just adding some embellishments. So I'm going to pull out these ones, and I'm taking a look to see what kind of wordy bits I can use from the Gather at Home collection, because there's a lot of wordy bits in these frames and tags. So I'm going to use that pink tag that says home, and I thought that was perfect to tie in the pink. And then I'm trying out some things for the title, and I thought maybe that one, but no, I like the frame there for a little bit more. And then I'm going to fussy cut out this Bless This House, and so that's going to end up being my title. So the other two are going to get put away. And I'm really been inspired. Brianna at My Life on Paper and I are doing a collaboration for using our pocket cards and cut-aparts, and it's really inspired me to actually look at some of these things a little bit differently, like this Bless This House, and cutting it out and using it as a title piece instead of just being like, So yeah, we'll have a new one coming out here in just over a week's time, so that's awesome. I'm going to pull this chipboard out. It's the same as that die cut piece, but adds a little bit of dimension, and both of them say thankful, grateful, blessed. And I'm going to put up the Bless This House on foam tape. I'm almost out of that roll. I'm so excited. And then I thought I was getting a little bit lost, so I do ink it in the black soot distress ink, and then I'm trying to decide where I want it. It is going to end up getting scooted over just a little bit more than that, but and then The frame's going to go down and overlap. I'm actually staying pretty true to the sketch this month, which I don't always, but most of the time I'm pretty true to the sketch-ish. I think this month I'm really true to the sketch, which is kind of funny. So my title is going to go there. And then I'm going to add some bits and pieces. So these are the brads, the sticky brads from the collection. And so I'm going to use up all but 3. That top one looks like it's kind of sideways, but it's not. It's just got a jewel tone to it, and it's green, like an olive green, but it ties in nicely. Add some sparkle. And then I'm going to pull out these black ones that are like jewel tones from like the dollar store. These 2 from those chipboards are not going to stay, but these dollar store ones in black I thought would add just a touch of grounding in these spots, and it ties in the little bit of black that's on that chipboard piece. And then I just have 2 more things to do. I'm going to add some splatters in, I think this is worn lipstick from the Distress Spritzes, and it adds a little bit of sparkle, and that pink is almost the same color as that tag. And then I decided the tag will need something, so I'm going to put some of this pink twine in, and I'm just going to do a bow. I'm trying to be really careful not to put my hand in any of the wet spritz, because this is not usually the order I do it in. And then a little bit of glue on the end so that it stays where it's at and gives it some movement. And here are the close-ups. Already done. Yay! I will have the How to Kill a Kit with Style linked below, because this is also using up some of the kits that I put together for this month. And I will have the Scrap a Sketch linked below for the design team in the Facebook group. And there's the layout all done. And if you want any printables, books, or stencils on the website for Scrap a Sketch, Amanda 10 gets you 10% off at the discount or checkout. And thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate it. If you like, subscribe, and comment, that would be awesome. Thank you so much for being here again. Have yourself a wonderful day.